Alright, so in case you haven't heard, Arc System Works released the Bedman Starter Guide just a little bit ago. And so, as the self-proclaimed casualest Guilty Gear streamer, I figured it'd be fun for me to take a look at what I think about this character, because after the trailer, I was super excited. So let's crank into what's actually shown in the trailer here. Alright, so the first part of the Starter Guide talks a lot about how Bedman uses follow-up attacks. This is pretty cool because from my understanding of the previous iterations of Bedman in previous Guilty Gear games, he had kind of a similar follow-up system. It was called something else that I could probably look up but won't. Where you could do a special move and kind of lay a little sigil in the air, and it would do a move depending on what that sigil was at a later point in time. You could like activate it. So it's cool they brought that over to Strive. It seems not as complex, but still a little more complex than I'm used to as a Kaikaisk player. So this follow-up system, I guess, is all called Error 6E, and all of Bedman's moves are actually kind of like these number system things. So it's called Error 6E mode, where after you do a special, you get a specific follow-up move that is based on the properties of that special. So it's like similar in some way to the special you just used. So the first special we're actually looking at here is the Fireball. This seems pretty standard, just like a ranged poke. Nothing super crazy going on here as far as I can tell. I think the follow-up attack will be really nice for keeping pressure up, for a little bit of extra zoning to prevent people from just rushing up in when they know that follow-up attack is coming. But otherwise, it seems pretty standard for the most part. All right, so the next move we're looking at here is, I was gonna call it Beyblade, but we can't call it Beyblade. Top spin? I don't know what to call this. Anyway, Bedman spins around with like forward momentum. This is going to be closest equivalent as a Kai player is probably Stun Dipper, but it seems to be I don't know, a little bit better than that, largely because the follow-up attack is this cool, crazy fireball. I'm excited for that. This seems like a pretty solid move. The next move is the quarter circle forward heavy slash. I didn't say what the inputs were on the last one, but they're on screen. This move looks cool. The fact that you can like hold it in order to delay the actual hit is really, really cool. Also, the fact that it guard breaks is kind of impressive. I'm not really used to a character that guard breaks easily. As a Kai player, we have, well, on the new patch, we have Sacred Edge, when the opponent's in shock state or you're in dragon install. Follow-up attack also seems really cool. It seems effective. I'm excited for this move. So the next two specials are quarter circle back P and quarter circle back kick. These either instantly trigger your follow-up attacks or delay the follow-up attacks. I think this is where the character is going to get really fucking technical and really fucking math related, because like in combo strings it's going to come down to like, oh, I need to trigger this instantly, so you just do instant follow-up special attack as like its own special attack in the combo string. I feel like the delay one will either be used like in a situation where if you're really doing crazy math and you need a hit later in a combo where you know you don't actually have a spot for an input due to, I don't know, recovery frames or something like that. This is going to be where the character gets really cool and really crazy. I am excited to see how this plays out on release, what kind of crazy shit people come up with for this. And like, obviously it's great as like just like a neutral tool to delay or instantly trigger your follow-ups. I'm excited for this. I'm going to be, when I play it, just hitting this a lot randomly and seeing what happens, and I think that's going to be fun. All right, so now we're getting into the overdrives. This is, I don't know what to call this, Bedman install. Powers him up, apparently his offense and defense, and gives him a follow-up attack like all the other ones. It's like this crazy, huge fireball that screen breaks. So that's exciting. I can't really figure out when this is going to be used a lot of the time. I'm excited to see what actual good players think this move is going to be used for. I guess it can be used mid-combo. That's what they showed off in the video, and it looked kind of cool. Otherwise, I don't know. I can't imagine myself just hitting this like I do with Dragon Install since it wears out. So this one we'll just have to wait and see what actually ends up happening on release. So this next super is the one I'm really, really excited for. It's 632146 heavy slash. It's a big fuck off ball explosion thing that does a decent amount of damage. Does like 30% raw on that soul, which I mean it's an overdrive, so sure. It looks absolutely incredible. I'm in love with this move. And then they showed off that it's also a reversal, like it's startup invincible. So now I'm super in love with this move. This is gonna be my favorite thing to do. My favorite thing to do with Kai is hit a reversal ray of the lightning. This is gonna be my favorite thing to hit on Bedman, almost certainly. I'm adore this move. I'm so excited. All right, so that covers all the specials they showed. They also showed a little bit of gameplay against a chip, against a Sin, just showing like I guess what standard Bedman matches look like. It's hard for me to judge what I'm actually looking at here. He's got a lot of crazy looking normals. He's got this one where he digs into the dirt. He's got some cool looking aerials where he like does a drill maneuver thing and it kind of looks like Faust's aerial poke, whatever. I love the aesthetic of Bedman. I think his moves capture that a lot, even if we don't know exactly what all his normals are and stuff. I'm excited to play this character uh, overall, and seeing this like kind of just standard gameplay that they threw in here just makes me want to play him more. He seems like a character that I would really enjoy. He seems to be in the air a lot more than I'm used to characters being, and I think that's going to be really fun. I'm just excited for this character. He has a kind of complexity that I haven't really tried to approach in this game since I play Sin and Kai and Soul. So I'm excited to give a more technical character a try here, and I think Bedman's the one that's going to get me to do it. He seems to have pretty decent normals and combos and zoning and space. Like he seems like a pretty decent all-arounder. But I'm excited to see what other people think of him. I'm excited to see what he ends up being like in release. I want to say shout out to the design team. Bedman and Delilah look super cool. Like being in conjunction in the match is really, really neat. I don't know if it's going to be weird having Delilah just standing there. Like, we always have characters in the background, right? But they're never like that far in the match. Like I can't imagine it's that confusing, but it'll be interesting to see. Um, and then obviously I am waiting patiently for the full release of the Bedman theme because the trailer got me hyped as shit. So I'm excited for that. So anyway, I'm very excited for Bedman. His specials look pretty good. They look not too crazy either. Like it seems like a lot of it is based around the follow-up mechanic. So I don't see any of these specials like, holy shit, that's the best move in the game. But like with the follow-up attack, I think they can be quite a force to be reckoned with. I'm excited to see what his normals are like, and what his combo routes end up being. Because I think with the like delay or instant trigger of his follow-up attacks, we're gonna see some pretty weird shit on Bedman. I imagine day one combos are going to look ridiculous. So I'm excited to see that. Anyway, super pumped for Bedman. Gonna be my new main character, probably. I'll put down Kai for a little bit to learn someone else in its entirety because no one else has really super clicked with me. And I think Bedman will for some reason. In any case, thanks for tuning in. I hope y'all are as excited for Bedman as I am. I stream Guilty Gear every Sunday if you want to catch that. I stream it at 5 p.m. Pacific time. Otherwise, you can check me on my Twitter. You can check me on the YouTube that you're watching this on, or you can check me on my Twitch. I also do Patreon stuff. So anyway, thank you all for watching. I'll see you when Bedman releases.